off-the-plan sales. Now, you either love them or you hate them in terms of whether you'd buy off the plan or whether you wouldn't. Some advisors love them or hate them. And again, that depends on personal experience. It depends on how they're looking at the world. Depends on why people are purchasing, whether it's for a home or whether it's for an investment. But certainly many people don't like buying off the plan, and that's great. Then they don't need to. And some people do. I understand all of the pitfalls that are there. Personally, I've done it. So, I haven't had a bad experience. However, I have heard of and read of many, many bad experiences. But then that just falls in with any other type of sale as well. There's always the good, the bad, and the ugly. Look, I was reading an article today on the website propertyupdates.com.au, and a very long experienced property journalist, Michael Yardney, was talking about that it's crunch time for many off-the-plan buyers as they won't be able to settle. So Michael has held for a very long time a firm belief that apartments in general are likely to see their appeal dimmed. He's never been a fan of off-the-plan selling, but that's okay. There are lots of people who have purchased off the plan, and at some time in the future, the near future, the 6 months, 12 months, 2 years away, they will need to settle on those properties. Now, for the immediate future, we've got a pandemic, and it's revealing that living in close proximity to other potential germ carriers might be risky. Being cooped up in a tiny apartment may not also be the best option in life. But given the current state of our economy, and many people have lost their jobs, people may have made decisions about purchasing properties based on their previous employment. They may have bought off the plan. They may not be able to settle. Now, some of this will be because they've lost their jobs, some of it because areas have changed, prices have gone down, and it then comes down to the valuations. So banks maybe come out when the property's ready to settle, do a valuation at maybe considerably less than the purchase price that the person who's bought off the plan has actually agreed to pay and has signed a contract to pay for that property. So that valuation, which is from their bank, which is lower, means that they're going to have a shortfall in their available finances, both their own finances or a combination of their own finances and what's been agreed to lend them from the bank. And also the bank may say, well, we're not going to approve this loan because you no longer have any type of job history, and you may not have a job by the time it comes to settle. So we've got some real issues here. Now, if you're an agent, so that's bad news for a lot of people who may not be able to settle. But I'm talking to you guys as agents. And as an agent, if you're selling off the plan properties and, we're coming up for, if we're 2 months out, 6 months out, 12 months out from settlement, you need to speak with your purchasers. You need to talk to them about what's happening in the current market. Talk to them about what's happening to them. Have they still got employment? Are they still okay? So check out the market in the area where that property is. Get a Residex report or CoreLogic report about that area. What are the projections? What's happened since March to now in terms of apartment prices, in particular new apartment prices? Get some information about that. Don't go giving the financial advice yourself. You're not allowed to do that as an agent. But certainly get reports that you can give to people to say this is where the projections are. This is where, mind you, projections are not real crash hot at the moment, in terms of, who's making projections about specific areas, because nobody really knows what tomorrow is going to bring. So, but certainly talk to your purchasers. Tell them to talk to their brokers, tell them to talk to their accountants or financial planners to get some real advice about where they're at with this particular purchase. Because remember, they put a deposit down or a bank guarantee or deposit bond, or they've done something in terms of exchanging on one of these off-the-plan properties. Don't leave it till the last minute. The purchase has been issued with a notice to complete and, they're ready to settle and they're given 14 days or 21 days from the developer's solicitor to settle on the property. Don't leave it till then when they start ringing up saying, we haven't got the money, we haven't got this. Start talking to them now. So, one, it's great communication. It's good reputation for your office to be actually, caring about where your purchases are going to be in 2, 6, 12 months' time. And, it's giving your purchasers the opportunity to start preparing for this right now. So it doesn't matter when their settlement is, but, at least get them to start thinking about it and talking to the right advisors in their life to make sure that's happening.